Hello, darling. Welcome to your new favorite club. You are a hard worker, so you deserve a good place to replenish yourself. Our bartenders will take great care of you, while our sexy ladies help spice up your night. Bring your friends, or make new ones here. Flash dancers, come join the party.
Awesome sauce! Hello, everybody. This is Awesome Sauce Radio. I am your mentally undeveloped party host, Blind Out of Wonders, the comic pimp. Thank you all for joining me this beautiful Wednesday evening. I hope you're all blessed with abundance, and you're kicking ass, and you're taking names, all the names. Before we get into the heart of the hour, the heart of the matter, I'd like to thank my sponsors. I'd like to thank the official pizzeria of Awesome Sauce Radio. That would be DeMarco's Pizza. DeMarco's Pizza is nutritious and delicious. Great place to bring a date. The greatest pizza in all of Northern New Jersey at 1926 Union Valley Road. Hewitt, New Jersey 07421 973 728 1344. And if you mention the show, you mention Blind Adam, you should tell them Blind Adam sent you. You get free order garlic knots, and their garlic knots are amazing. They are an orgy of flavor in your mouth. It'd be popping. DeMarco's Pizza, 1926 Union Valley Road, 1920 Hewitt, New Jersey 07421 973 728 1344. Tell them Blind Adam sent you. And then this is convention weekend. As the convention season swings into high demand in the open Americas. And if you're at Miami, Florida this weekend, this Friday, the 27th, no, that's next weekend, excuse me. The June 27th, 28th, and 29th, which is next weekend, not this weekend. My bad. The sexiest, most kinkiest convention in God's green earth returns. Exotica, the Exotica Expo, where you'll have porn stars, seminars, and meet and greets. You'll have Mr. Condom or Captain Condom or a guy in a condom costume. I don't know if the character has a name. You're gonna have good friends of the show like Whitney Morgan and Autumn Bedell and Vicky Triple X and all sorts of amazing adult entertainment stars like Taylor Gunner. She's got a beautiful ass. I may be blind, not that blind. Testify. Unfortunately, Awesome Sauce Radio will not be at this one, but we will be in our home, away from home in Edison, New Jersey in October. But for all your exotic, kinky, and perverted fun with all the major stars of adult, go to exoticaexpo.com and tell them Blind Adam sent you. And then next weekend, the place I'm going to be at, the Cody Arena, West Orange, New Jersey, Garden State Comic Fest, June 28th and 29th. It's going to be popping. It's going to be happening. Maitland Ward, Anna something, I forget her last name because I'm an idiot, but they're going to have a White Chicks reunion. You got Sergeant Slaughter, Venom artist extraordinaire Mark Bagley, cosplayers, comic books, action figures, maybe an after party. GardenStateComicFest.com. Tell them Blind Adam sent you. And I also want to give a shout out to Carly Quinn. Carly Quinn is an amazing therapist who I recommend highly, but I'm not gonna say who she really is or where she really works, because she's a therapist to me. And but if you want information, email me and I'll tell you off air, because legally I can't break HIPAA laws. So her nickname on the show is Carly Quinn. And I thank her for all the work she's done with me, putting Humpty Dumpty back together again. Because we're going to get better. We're going to get stronger. We're going to kick gas. We're going to take names. We're going to get paid later made. Because this is America, where the streets are paved with gold. And we chase our dreams, we will catch them. And with that, we're going to bring in my tag team partner in the world, the Puerto Rican god, the man who makes wheelchairs great again, the one, the only JB Wills.
What's up, everyone?
Um, how's your week been, sir?
Good, man. Not too bad. Just hanging out, you know.
That's awesome. I'm gonna just assume that Vinny has not shown up yet.
No, not yet.
All right. And I haven't heard my phone make any type of noise when I was giving the worst intro in God's green earth.
Eh, I've seen worse.
All right. So, how's your week been?
Uh, not too bad, man. Just hanging. Went back to work finally, thank God. So, just trying to get back in the swing of things.
That's awesome. So I want to know. I have a question for you from one wrestling fan to another.
Sure.
Why in the fuck in 2025 do I need Bill Goldberg on my TV?
That is a very good question. Limping Bill Goldberg, by the way. His knees look like they're about to go out because apparently there was something where like he went to go on the top rope to like look at Gunther and like I think he missed the rope as he went like the second rope to try to get his footing, but I'm nervous.
I want to see Gunther squash Goldberg.
It's gonna be the other way around.
Unfortunately, which is gonna hurt. Which is gonna at least with the Jey Uso thing, it told a beautiful story. And you know that he was gonna get the title back eventually.
Yeah.
And he was willing to share a year to tell that beautiful story of Jey Uso and the underdog.
Yeah.
This makes no fucking sense to me whatsoever.
I mean, I was watching a clip from Busted Open because they're
shout out to Busted Open Radio and Bully Ray Dudley. Love those guys.
So Bully was just like, you could have went at it a different way, and the way Bully explained it actually made more sense. So it pisses me off that it's okay. Jey Uso loses. And then Goldberg, because the events in Atlanta, can just like come in and be like, yeah, I'm getting the shot. Like, makes no sense.
I mean, I think Goldberg needs to go the way of Old Yella at this point in his career.
Yeah, but doesn't his son play football or something?
I think so.
Yeah. Maybe he wants to keep going until his son joins the WWE. I don't know.
Yeah, it's odd, man. This is someone who, even in his heyday in the late '90s, I was seeing very one trick pony.
Yeah.
I mean, he was up to that initial run to when he beat Hogan for the first time. I thought was great. And then after that, he just got exposed.
Yeah, way too much.
And then he's the reason Brett, he's one of the main reasons why Bret the Hitman Hart is a broken down, bitter old man.
I mean, the meme is always that every time.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to see how good Goldberg can really go, just ask Bret. He'll be more than happy to tell you how much Goldberg sucks.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Or if you want another exhibit B, if we were in court, go on YouTube and go for WrestleMania 20 Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar and you'll see one of the worst WrestleMania main events of all time.
Mm.
You know, so like I said, hopefully something good comes out of this.
uh, I don't even know.
You know, like I said, I really, in other wrestling news, we talked about this in the pre-thing, man. Poor Liv Morgan, man.
Yeah, shout out to Liv, man. You know, it's really bad.
Speedy recovery, man.
For sure. I mean, she finally like got a mainstream opportunity to be in a movie, goes to Japan, films the movie, comes back, and what, maybe 5 weeks later is on the injured list. I don't know because I haven't been keeping track, but
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks because they've
yeah,
been doing, you know, and of course last week they were setting up for uh, since everything old is new again. They were setting up the feud with her and Raquel versus the Bella twins.
yep. So I don't know where that shift is gonna go, but
There's two other people who need to be joining Old Yella and Goldberg.
I so here's my thing with the Bellas, right? Like I don't get tired of them for some reason.
Actually, for me, Nikki Morgan Brie.
I don't get tired of them. Maybe that's biased because I've like met them before, but like
Oh, they're actually, I've met them a few times. I've actually, when I did New York Comic Con 2013,
yeah,
when I was working with the Hollywood cars, they actually were gracious enough to come do photos for the booth I worked at,
nice.
and they were two of the sweetest people I ever met.
Oh, fantastic people.
Yeah,
I think I met the Bella twins when Bree was pregnant with Birdie. So, but no, two fantastic people. Um, I don't know where that match would have gone, dude.
actually, I know that the plan was to have the Bellas go over Liv and Raquel and have them win the titles.
No, I get that, but like, cause then if you're gonna have them go over Liv and Raquel, and then it just doesn't make of a big enough moment for like if they were planning Liv leaving the Judgment Day. Like I feel like Evolution's not that big of a moment to do that. So I
I
would
think that was gonna start planting the seeds.
maybe.
I think that's where you're gonna see the seeds, because you know, um, even though what I would really like to see, and it would make more sense in a storyline wise, is if anyone leaves the Judgment Day,
It's Finn.
let it be Vin. Let it be Mr. Finn Valor.
Yeah, Finn needs this right now. So
Let him take Roxanne, because I think that's, and they lose the Judgment Day, and then they feud with Dirty Dom and Liv and Raquel, and
okay, so here's my question. If you're planting the seeds at Evolution, if that was the plan, where do you actually pull the trigger on the entire thing?
I say you pull it the Monday night out right after Evolution.
That's too quick. Way too quick. Way too quick. Because they just brought in Roxanne. It's way too quick.
Well, I also, in my mind, trying to think of
SummerSlam would be too quick. So
maybe even right before, or would Survivor Series be stretching it out too long?
maybe Survivor Series. Because I don't think you pull that like a Monday before or after. Even after Mania, it kind of would have been way too late. So because you would need them to go over Roxanne and Dom at Mania if that would be the case. So yeah, I don't know. I would have to look at the calendar and be like, that that was one pay per view that I forgot was coming around.
I know this is also the first time in many, many years I'm excited for the. I'm actually enjoying the King of the Ring and the Queen of the Ring tournaments.
Uh, I haven't really like looked into that. I did know that like Asuka came back, which is super good for her.
I actually, up until 2 weeks ago, I even forgot she was still with the company.
Yeah, she was injured for a very long time.
Yeah, I was like, it was nice to see her back too.
Oh hell yeah! Now I'm interested. What do you do with her long term? Because she could be a major player too if it is done correctly. So it's gonna be an interesting women's division for sure.
Yeah, I'm starting to dig it.
Yeah, I. So rumor is they're probably gonna go Jade Cargill for the Queen. So
As much as I don't want to see it, it does make sense.
kind of. Nah, but yo, their women's division is stacked. Like if you look at what they have in NXT as well, like
Oh yeah,
they're stacked for a very long time. And especially now with the acquisition of Triple A in Mexico, like imagine the crossovers too.
yep.
Like man, it's they're stacked, bro.
It's a good time. I'm interested to see where they're gonna go with who wins the King of the Ring.
I don't even know who's in it.
Let's see the you got in the semifinals. It's Cody versus Jey Uso.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, which, by the way, I bet you Rikishi wouldn't be happy about.
what? Why?
Did you not see his rant?
No, I did not because
That shit was hilarious.
I'll have to research it.
Is it on Instagram? I wonder.
And then the other semifinal match is Sami Zayn versus Randy Orton.
Who needs it more? Ooh, that's gonna be a tough one. Cause the thing is, it almost comes down to a who needs it more situation. But if you remember, Randy got like screwed with the one with Gunther.
Yep.
So I'm wondering what do they do? Cause Sammy could use it for sure, but I kind of feel they're going Orton.
So do I.
Yeah, that's gonna be a fucking interesting
I
match.
think it's gonna end up going down between Randy Orton and Jey Uso.
What the fuck do you do there? Hold on, I gotta see if I can find the Rikishi thing. Cause I'm
Okay,
shocked you haven't heard this.
that's cool. I mean, Like I said, it's a good time to be a wrestling fan.
Yeah, let me see if I can find the Rikishi situation. Hold on, 1 sec. Fuck, I can't do it from here. I have to do it from
That's interesting.
here. She
I may be banning this person for life from the show.
does.
And people are what? All right. My town. Can I just say my town is the R word?
Probably,
My town is the R word
for sure.
because I don't
Wait,
know. If,
wait, 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 wait. I found.
cool, you found it.
How long is it? Oh wait. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna I'm gonna try to find it.
It's not a holiday. It's not the 4th of July. It's not New Year's. Why is my idiotic town? Well, we're gonna put fireworks.
Is this it? Oh yeah, yeah. This is it. Ah no. Wait up. Okay, okay. Hold on. Let me see if I got it. All right, hold on. Yeah. All right, you ready for this?
Yes, sir.
His storyline, you didn't do him justice. I say fire those that are writing for this kid here. All of a sudden, the brains done went, just cloudy, like you can't write. Or if you can't do your job, I say, best endeavor. Put somebody in that position. Merchandise sales to the roof. That's what it is. Last I knew, if you can't make money for the company, why are you in that position? So now they passed the belt on to Gunther for whatever reason. Hey, I ain't got no beef with Gunther. I ain't got no beef with any of those that are on the roster. And if I do, I'm gonna say it to your face. I didn't think it was justice. Would you have done that to Randy Orton? Would you have done that to John Cena? Let's talk about it. Damn it, he had the whole arena. Yeet, 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 yeet your mother ass yeet. So come on, somebody tell me what is it? The bloodline has gave our heart and soul to this industry. And damn it, this is the way we treat it. Who kept WWE afloat? Come on, you want to talk? Y'all want to go there? Let's go facts, man. His storyline, you didn't.
Nice.
Thoughts?
I can't disagree with a word he just said.
I mean, at first I was like, I get it from like the storyline perspective because, but yes, everything he said was true. But it's just
Everything he said after that is 100% true.
yeah.
Is is Gunther really gonna be moving merch left and right? I don't get the Gunther character yet.
Yeah.
It wasn't expecting like something like with Oos, where the minute you heard the theme song, you can get into the character.
Yeah, I know. So, I mean, I don't disagree, but I do I think they should have done it later? Yeah, but I don't. Yeah,
I thought they were gonna let Jay hold on to the belt till at least SummerSlam.
that's what I, that's what I was thinking. But it does make. I
But I
can't.
also heard rumors that they want to reunite the Usos to take the tag titles.
Yeah. I don't. I don't really know how that's gonna work, especially with everything Jay's done. Just to put him back with his brother. I would rather see Jimmy do it now.
What, win the title on his own?
No, but let him go on a run. But I don't even know if they're gonna do that.
I'd like to see Jamie go on a run by himself with say let's see what's on the other. Really, if you really want to make the Intercontinental title something special again, since it's been nothing but a prop for the last 5 fucking years, put Jimmy and Dom in a feud for a little bit.
Are they on the same brand?
Nah, but the brand thing is so diluted.
That's true.
Come on, you have Cody, who's supposed to be on SmackDown, fighting Jay, who's supposed to be on Raw next week, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
You got Asuka going on SmackDown to fight Alexa Bliss. They can manipulate that brand shit to whatever they want it to be.
True.
Yeah, the Intercontinental Champion's a joke now in modern wrestling. And maybe that's because I remember the good old days when Savage held a Warrior. And probably the greatest feud for the Intercontinental title of all time with Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon.
Yeah, it's very sad to see how they shift it. Because Gunther had it, made it prestigious. Again.
Oh yeah, that's why I that's when I was enjoying Gunther, because they made the IC belt something special.
Word.
For the first time in about 20 to 25, maybe even 30 years.
Word. And then I don't know why that title is always good moment, horrible fucking moment.
That's the reason, as much shit as Miz gets, that's one of the things he was really trying. That was one of his pet projects, was he wanted to make the IC belt special again.
Yeah.
I don't know. And as a kid who fantasized about being a pro wrestler, I never saw myself winning the world title. But I always wanted if I was going to be pro, I always wanted the IC belt.
Yeah.
And it may have been because all my favorites held it. Savage, Razor Ramon, Sean Waltman. For Christ's sakes, even China held the fucking thing.
Very true.
Which was probably one of the worst runs of all time with the belt, but that's another story.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, the long lost viewer of Awesome Sauce Radio is in the building.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's bring him in.
Well, no. He's in the comments.
Oh, is that Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jason, how's the house going, brother? What's Jason got to say for himself?
No clue.
I just want to say that Domino's stuffed crust pizza can go fuck itself.
Yeah, Domino's.
I don't know. I tried their stuffed crust, the stuffed crust pizza tonight.
Tonight? Damn.
I mean, it's alright, but it's nothing like Pizza Hut.
Oh, shit. Jason said the house is going good. I've been here for 8 months.
So congratulations. Mazel tov, my
That's
friend.
fucking wild, man.
That's awesome.
It's amazing.
Congratulations on the house, and I hope to see you in 2026. Amazon, stop. And to everyone who, if this is the worst episode ever, I apologize. But we have a guest who no showed, and I'm pulling things up my butt. What in the butt? What in the butt? You binging anything series wise?
Not series wise, but I did. I think I mentioned it last week. Yeah, I think I mentioned the amateur last week. No, what am I really doing? Nothing really.
I may go see Belladonna.
Ballerina, you mean?
Yeah, Ballerina.
Yeah. I mean, not the worst.
So how does Ballerina fit into the John Wick universe?
I believe it's like in between the third one.
Okay.
Are you familiar with John Wick?
Yes, of course I am.
Okay. Well, which is the one where like he? Because I'm confused. I don't know if it's 3. I think it's 3 where he goes back to the person in the house and then has to get
I
like
think that is Ray.
then has to get like the cross like
Yep, that's
where
Ray.
is it 3? I knew
Yeah,
I
I
was
believe
right.
so. Don't quote me on it though.
Yeah. I gotta go back and see which one I was watching, but I believe it is 3 where he's gotta get it like branded in his back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it sort of takes place in between 3.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'll check it out. Also, dear Hollywood, can we calm down with remakes and reboots, please?
What reboot?
No, I actually finally, and I know it's a 10-year-old movie now, but I watched the 2015 RoboCop remake,
Oh Jesus.
and I know porno movies that are better. I've seen OnlyFans 200 people gangbangs. I've seen college snuff films.
Oh.
I've seen better acting on the streets of Washington Heights from drug addicts trying to get money from me.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. You shouldn't have watched that movie.
Someone molested my childhood, and I don't know who to complain to. Like the original RoboCop movie and RoboCop 2 were awesome.
Bro, wait a second. Did I Oh God, I'm embarrassed. Did I see that in the theater?
What, the RoboCop movie?
Yeah.
The one with the only good thing it had going for it is that Amy Garcia is one of the scientists,
Oh
and
yeah.
Samuel Jackson was hysterical in it.
I don't remember if I saw it in the theater or if I think I did.
If you saw it in the theater, you should write to someone and get your $20 back, man.
I think I did. Cause that was wait, hold on one second.
All right.
Now I'm wait a second. Bro.
I mean,
Oh, the 20. Oh no, you're good. I'm good. I don't remember how it I think I took my brother or my brother-in-law to see it. Yeah. I think that's what happened.
movie sucked.
Oh
And
yeah. I know, but
it's basically just that we're putting messages in modern movies doesn't work because I think they're trying to say something about how corporations are evil,
yeah.
you know, and it didn't work. And I think it was also trying to say something about the police being evil, which once again didn't work. But I get to see. I got to see. I may be blind. I'm not that blind. I got to see Amy Garcia's tits, and I'm never gonna complain about that. Amy Garcia is a Mexican goddess. You all best recognize. And I'm not gonna say more than that because I am trying to book her and her comic book writing partner, one April Mendez Brooks. It's AJ Lee for all the wrestling fans out there. Try to get them on when their comic book comes out. And that's the reason I don't think April Mendez Brooks is ever going back to wrestling because she's having too much fun writing comic books and making movies.
I mean, let her. I don't think. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think she needs it, and I don't think they need it.
And if she was to come back for a one-off, Evolution would have been the perfect spot for it.
No.
Well, that's because I will say this, and maybe because they're both Latina hotties. You know, I guess I do have this little bit of dream match in my head of AJ Lee versus Roxanne Perez.
I mean, yeah, that would be cool because they're wrestling mom and daughter, but no, I don't even. If you bring her back, you
It would
save
have to be for something extremely special.
you save it for something where you put Punk in a situation where it's whoever he's facing plus a female, and he goes, they're like, oh no, you can't find somebody. SummerSlam, her music hits. What? Not this SummerSlam. I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying in that situation, wherever they would drop it.
Yeah.
And I say the perfect place for it would be if they were to do something like that would be a Mania.
Mania would be crazy too. But I just don't know if they're gonna put Punk in that kind of storyline in a way.
And
But
I know for a
yeah,
fact she really does not, in her heart of hearts, she's retired and she does not want to come back. She's having way. I've seen her at conventions, and she's having way too much fun.
that'd be yeah, she would be somebody that I would love to like.
Yeah, I'm more like I said. I know that they have a new book coming out.
Mm-hmm.
I know they're also in the middle of a comic book called Living Dead Girl.
Yeah.
So I'm any excuse. I've been wanting to get Amy on here ever since Lucifer.
Oh yeah. Wait, the show?
Yeah, she was in. Amy Garcia was in Lucifer back in the day. She played like one of the head forensics scientists in the
Oh
police.
shit. But I think why am I
She played
dumb?
Lopez on Lucifer, man.
Why am I dumb? AJ was in heels.
Yep,
Why am I dumb?
you're not dumb. You don't not like the host of the show. You actually have a life.
Well, slightly.
You have more of a life than me, man. Where I could just recall. You're not like me. Actually, you're probably smarter than me. I'm more like a savant. Where I could just recall this trivia nonsense off the top of my head.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn, I kind of miss heels, to be honest.
It's on Netflix. I might actually go start rewatching it again.
Yeah, kind of cool.
Because it's a long shot, but one of my dream guests. I would love it to get Stephen Amell.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say the Kelly.
No, Stephen Amell is like from Heels is like one of my he's as far as live action goes, he's the definitive Green Arrow at this point for me.
Yeah. It'd be sick, but Kelly, I forgot her name in show.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I do too.
What is her fucking name? The girl who wins the title, Crystal. That was her fucking name. God, that took me forever.
She would be a good interview too.
For sure.
Let me ask this: do you have any dream guest that if I can like pull the stars and the moon and align the planets together that we can get?
If I even were to bring the podcast back in this moment.
Well, let's just say that and you know how I feel. My castle is your castle.
Yeah.
You were one of the pillars of Awesome Sauce Radio.
I don't know about that.
I don't say what I don't mean.
Yeah.
And I you're beyond appreciated here. And like if you ever, like I said, if you have a dream guest, I'd be more than happy to at least try.
Who would that person be? Because the problem is, man, I'm inspired by so many people.
No, I hear you.
Like, I'm inspired by so many people. So, I wouldn't even know, to be honest.
That's cool. No, but tomorrow the story of what I'm saying with is the lesson I'm trying to teach is just appreciate the people you have in your life while you have them.
Yeah.
Just life is very short, and relationships and friendships and partnerships are fragile, delicate things, and time is the one resource you can never get back. So just like I said, appreciate the people you have while you have them, and appreciate what you're doing while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Yay! I taught something this week. Holy crap! Oh, and Fandango can also go fuck itself.
What do you mean?
Because, by the time I went to go a Superman tickets to get the gift pack last week, they were sold out.
Oh.
They were doing this $60 gift pack where you got a hat, a poster, an exclusive comic book, and your movie tickets.
Oh. Yeah.
The comic book on its own is going on eBay for about $200.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
This is where going to the movies has come to, where it's joined all the other, FOMO, fear of missing out gimmicks, everything else in collectibles and popular culture now.
Yeah.
I thought the popcorn buckets were
Oh! Sorry.
What's up?
So, if you want to finish the Superman thought, go ahead.
No, I was finished because, anyone has an extra hat and know where I can get a hat for under $50, comic VIP at Gmail.
So going back to wrestling, you're talking all this news. You forgot the biggest news.
And what would that be?
Mercedes Moné appears to be off the market.
She got hitched?
No, but she's seeing somebody apparently. Did you not see it?
No, I must have missed it.
That's crazy.
Who's giving her the big day?
I mean, I don't know if you're a fan of the new Ring of Honor, but the Beast Muertos.
That's awesome sauce.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
you mean All Elite Wrestling Part 2? This is not really Ring of Honor.
basically, but nah, man. Shout out to Mercedes for sure. Met her back in 2017. Super cool. Super cool.
Let's see. I think it was for me. It was New York Comic Con 2018,
Oh shit! The year after.
and I think I paid $50 for the privilege of telling her that I thought she sucked, and she laughed her ass off.
But super
Uh,
cool, man.
yeah, like I said, I was trying to get her to stay in kayfabe. Uh, at a meet and greet, and she just didn't have the heart to do it.
Right.
She was super sweet. And I'm like, if you really were in kayfabe heel, you would have smacked me in the face the minute I told you sucked. So I would have taken a kick to the nuts from her.
For sure.
In fact, you know what? If I can book her on Awesome Sauce Radio somewhere at a wrestling convention, I'll let her kick me in the nuts. And James B see me in action, so he knows I'm not joking.
I kind of have a feeling she wouldn't do it.
All right, let's see. Bailey would do it.
Probably.
I think Bailey follows the Great to Hammer Valentine thing, where if you put money in her hand at meet and greet, she might just do it. That's what I'm gonna go to a wrestling convention. I'm gonna get some really sexy female professional wrestler to kick me square in the nuts, Hartman style.
You know what's crazy?
What?
I kind of feel like Scarlett would do it.
Yeah, I think she would, but once again, she's also a sweetheart in real life.
Oh yeah. Oh, so dream guess. Karrion Cross.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Dream guess for me personally would probably be Karrion Cross.
Would be who?
Karrion Cross.
Nice. It'd be nice to get them on as a package deal too.
Oh yeah, they did one in a package deal, and I think that interview is what made me fall in love with Killer Cross. Because like now I see, oh my god, like he's such a good guy that like he doesn't he doesn't get pushed.
It's that's what sucks is
Like,
he's not
you easily could have done with Damian Priest, like if Damian Priest and Karrion Cross had the same path, it would have been perfect.
Oh, I know. I've been a fan of Scarlett since they brought her on TV many years ago as the niece of Mula McGillicuddy,
Yeah,
aka Tommy Dreamer's wife.
yeah,
And
Scarlett's great.
then they developed her into one of my favorite moments of Scarlett's wrestling career is when she pinned Disco Inferno
Oh,
in TNA.
oh yeah, I think I remember that. Nah, man, they're great. Like they can go, and it just like
I don't know where she is, but one of my other favorite female professional wrestlers of all time is Madison Rayne.
I believe she's an AEW.
And I think she's probably behind the scenes at this point.
I would say that for sure. Like, I would say that.
Like I said, of course I know that Velvet Sky is retired now, so.
Oh.
Like I said, it's
It's a lot, man.
Like I said, we're almost out of June, and July is going to be movie month, of course.
Yep.
We're going to see if James Gunn's Superman can recapture comic book movie magic.
I think the world is hoping.
I was saying this on another podcast. That, you know, Time Warner, Time Discovery, whatever they're calling themselves this week, cannot afford to have this movie flop.
Yeah.
There's way too much writing on it. But I have faith in James Gunn, so.
Yeah.
James Gunn is. Come on, back in the day, he made a talking dog look good. I challenged someone to watch the first Scooby Doo movie with with Scooby douchebag Freddie Prinze Jr. and his hottie milf of a wife Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Oh.
Yeah, I said it. Sarah Michelle Gellar is a milf. She was also in the only decent Dwayne The Rock Johnson movie I can recommend, which is Southland Tales.
Why don't I remember that?
It was Richard Kelly's second movie, which followed up Johnny Dark,
Ah.
which was a decent movie about a post-apocalyptic America. And it's basically showing what a future 2018 would look like. I just think he was off by a couple years because I go back and watch the movie now, it kind of looks like 2025 America at certain points.
Possibly.
Yep. But like I said, James Gunn was doing good movies ever since the first Scooby Doo back in 2002. And, he normally takes lesser known characters. That's the reason Peacemaker was so amazing. That's why Guardians of the Galaxy was amazing. I just think Superman, everyone has a preconceived notion of what Superman is in their head. But I think it's going to be great, man. And then of course we got Fantastic Four at the end of July, which I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, me too, man. Like,
I guess we just call Pedro America's dad at this point because that's all he plays is dads.
I mean, yeah, Pedro's fire. No, but I'm hoping it really does well. I mean, I think it needs to. There was a rumor going around that like Feige is leaving after Secret Wars.
I've been hearing that's a rumor I've been hearing, but that's one of those rumors. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
And it's only because at this point, you kind of like when you think of Marvel, you think of Feige.
Yeah.
They've been so synonymous since 2008. And I can't believe that we're in 3 more years, the Marvel Universe will be 20 years old.
Crazy.
I'm going to challenge myself to go back and watch the first Iron Man movie at some point. See if it still holds up. I haven't watched it in a while. But like I said, it's kind of hard to go back and rewatch movies now with so much coming out.
Yeah.
And lately, I got on this. I was telling you, and I wish I could see some of the clips. but I just don't feel like having to trim everything out afterwards.
Yeah.
Just in case, I get hit with a hard copyright thing where they block the video and don't let you clip it out. But I'm loving old school Bugs Bunny cartoons right now.
Yeah.
They are some of the most violent, most racist, most offensive, politically incorrect cartoons you'll ever find in history. And if there's anyone on VHS or DVD who has a complete, uncensored collection of every Looney Tunes cartoon ever made, but they have to be uncensored and original, I'm willing to pay. I'm willing to pay stupid, ridiculous, drug addict style money for them. Because they are some of the hardest fucking things to find on the internet. Especially the ones that have been banned or censored over time. I mean, Comic Pimp VIP at Gmail, Instagram Real Blind Adam. Like I said, I'm willing to pay drug addicts stupid money for Looney Tunes cartoons that are uncut, uncensored from the original, 35s. I mean, I'm even willing to buy 35 reels because that's all I can ever find on fucking YouTube is compilations and little clips, which shows the offensive moment, but nothing else. I want to watch the whole episodes. Cartoons.
Yeah, unfortunately,
They were cartoons.
but
What's up?
that was before my time.
Yep. Back when people didn't get offended, there was no political correctness. Wish we can go back to times like that. We need to build me a time machine, dude.
One of these days.
Definitely need to build a time machine one of these days. Once again, I do apologize to the audience that the guest canceled out. I don't know what happened to him. And I'm not even going to plug his stuff online because for some reason all week he hasn't responded to me. And I should have put together a plan.
Wait, all week?
Yeah, he sent me a message. We were good to go on Sunday, and then after that, I kind of gotten ghosted a little bit.
I would. So, all right, hold on. Let's end real quick.
All right, so JB, where can everyone find you online?
Really everywhere. I am JB Wheels. That's pretty much it.
All right. And of course, if you need any tattoo aftercare, it's badrabbit.com/JBWheels for 20% off.
Yeah.
Once again, I would like to thank the official pizzeria, the greatest pizzeria in all northern New Jersey, for sponsoring the show each and every week. DeMarco's Pizza, 1926 Union Valley Road, Butte, New Jersey, 07421, 973-728-1344. Mention Awesome Sauce Radio or Blind Adam and get yourself some free garlic knots. Their garlic knots are delicious, trust me. I still have to upload a video of me stuffing my fat face with them. Just they were delicious. Also, once again, next time you'll see me, not on camera, will be July 28th, 29th. Most likely, definitely on the 29th at the Garden State Comic Fest in West Orange, New Jersey at the Cody Arena. And I get some more pictures of Maitland Ward. And it has Sergeant Slaughter put me in the Cobra Clutch, hopefully. That would be cool. And remember, you don't need sight to have a vision. It's not what happens, it's what you do about it. Instagram, The Real Blind Adam. Amazon, stop. X. You can find me on X at the Comic Pimp, Whatnot at Comic Pimp VIP, eBay and Minidids on Blind Adam. Like I said, you're not set to have a vision. I love you all. Go chase your dream. You just want to catch them. Blind Adam out.
Oh, did my thing freeze to the point